it feels like a spring. And the spring is loading and loading and loading. And then when you finally get out there and get after it, the spring releases. That's kind of what it felt like. I felt like I could go on for hours. All right, welcome back to 30. It's a 365-day experiment. This is still preseason. This is going to be the last preseason episode before we kick off the 52 weeks. It's going to be 52 weeks straight training so that on my 30th birthday I can run 30 miles. So here's the deal. I'll roll some footage from last episode of me talking about my back. Long story short, turned into a back injury. Friday I was doing deadlifts and you'll hear me describe it. And then Saturday I went for a run and you can hear me talk about it. So we'll cut to that now and then I'll see you in a second. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like a knot. When I pull up, I can feel it. I feel like it's gonna pop out of my back or something. Just feels really weird. That was a great run. The middle section was definitely hard. Just mentally, I got that knot in my back. That didn't give me too many problems the whole time, but here and there, just a little agitated. Kind of got my mind thinking about the wrong things in the middle of the run. So come Monday morning, I was in a lot of pain. Tuesday, I was in a lot of pain. Wednesday, I was in a lot of pain. And it was either Wednesday or Thursday. Eventually, I went to the doctor because I was in so much pain just all day. Nothing was comfortable. Sleeping was uncomfortable. Sitting in a chair is uncomfortable. And, obviously moving around is uncomfortable. Wasn't going to CrossFit, wasn't running, wasn't doing anything. So I went to the doctor. They didn't really have a ton of helpful information, but they injected a steroid and then they gave me an oral steroid to take over the next 7 days. And then I also got a pain med for arthritis and I got x-rays. So I'll show you those as well. And it came back that I had lumbar spondylosis and mild scoliosis, but there was no acute fracture or structural emergency. I think basically they're like, you do have some problems with your back, but it's essentially non-related to whatever issue you're having right now. So just do what we said and take the medicine. So that's what I did. It was very discouraging. It was really hard. I definitely was fighting just being kind of depressed. I couldn't move my body at all, and that's how I cope with life. Not having that was really difficult amid it also being really stressful, not just physically but also mentally. Can't help around the house. I feel like I could honestly even barely work on those first couple of days because it was so painful just sitting up, laying down, any position. It was too painful to really think coherent thoughts. It was weird too because there was never a moment where I was like, oh yeah, I just pulled a muscle. It was just like I woke up that day and I was doing deadlifts and it just felt really weird. And so I don't know what happened, but I think the best way to prevent it is just take better care of myself in the realm of recovery. So I think it was after about 10 days that I actually felt like, okay, maybe it's a good time to try at least running. I'm not gonna lift any heavy weights, but walking feels fine. And I did some really light jogging on the treadmill. And I was like, it doesn't hurt really bad. Maybe it doesn't even really hurt at all. It's just kind of some tightness. So I have a couple of runs. We'll roll that footage and yeah. All right. I literally just finished. Total time, lactate threshold adjusted, down. Not surprising. Max heart rate adjusted up. And let's see how we did. 3 mile, 11:37 pace. Average heart rate 162. Pretty high. I'll talk about that in a second. Training effect tempo. All 3.2 aerobic. Training status recovery. VO2 max unchanged. Acute load super low. High I'm okay with that and actually pretty happy with that. That felt really good. 3 miles felt like I could do 6. I've heard the analogy of like after training and then not training for, you know, a couple days, it feels like a spring. And the spring is loading and loading and loading. And then when you finally get out there and get after it, the spring releases. That's kind of what it felt like. I felt like I could go on for hours. It felt really good. The feeling of the blood rushing through my body and my legs, it all felt really, really good. So really happy with that. Pain in my back. Didn't feel anything for the first mile, but right after the first mile, I started feeling a little, felt like I could feel where the knot was. Maybe it's coming back, maybe it's still there, but I could feel it. Pain level, a 2 or a 3 out of 10, like really not painful, but I could feel the presence of the knot or just that agitation. And then it was kind of on and off from there. And then closing in on the 3rd mile, I could feel it pretty substantially. Pain level still not, you know, more than 2 or 3, maybe reaching to a 4, but not to the point where I felt like I needed to stop. Right now, it feels, I don't know, it just feels like I used it, I guess. It feels like I exercised it. Very, very mild pain, a 2 or a 3 right now. So I think I'm pleased with that. I'll see how I feel tomorrow. See if I'm super sore tomorrow. I'm definitely going to try and make sure I recover well tonight. Hydrate. I'm gonna do heat on it. I'm gonna do just light stretching, maybe the massage gun on it, but not much else, and make sure I get a good 7+ hours of sleep. All right, we're here on Thursday morning. Gonna run 3 miles. Back is feeling better than it has. Yesterday, it definitely felt sore from the run on Tuesday night, but didn't feel like more painful or twingy or sharp pain. It just hurt somewhere between that and a sore muscle. So we're gonna hit another easy 3, just kind of ease back into things after 11-12 days off. And so it is 72 right now, which you couldn't ask for more perfect weather. And I am excited to hopefully sweat a little bit, get the blood pumping, get my mind right, and start getting back on track. Yeah, well, just finished, and all I can think about is eating right now. Lactate threshold adjusted, 182, 957, 322. So improving just from the last run. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired. Yeah, I started fast and slowed down because the heart rate was high. Average 162, man. So that's just a testament to losing some of my aerobic base over the course of 12 days, detraining, muscle soreness, fatigue, and I woke up with a yellow recovery today. Yesterday was my last day of the steroid. I think my body is just overloaded, but not from working out, right? Just from being still all day and trying to recover. And tempo, 3.2 aerobic, 0.7 anaerobic. VO2 max stays the same and it's still in recovery. Just now pulling into the trailhead. It's a nice little trail built by the city, I guess. Who cares about that? I sure don't. Anyways, I'm really excited. I have 4 miles planned. If I'm feeling good, I might try for 5. I'll see how we're feeling at about the 2 mile mark and see if I should just, because it's straight forward and back, you know. So I'll see if I want to do at 2 miles. I can see if 2.5 would be better as a halfway point, and then go back. So I'm very excited. I got the e-bike in the back, and I got the kids bike trailer, so my wife can ride the e-bike and have the 2 girls in the back of the trailer. And then I got a nice running stroller to push JJ along in, and I think it's gonna be just a really nice run. The weather is like perfect, 72 degrees, nice little breeze. The weather is really reminding me of Rhode Island, and I love that. So yeah, I'll try to grab some good footage while I'm out there to show you the rig and how nice the trail is. Overall, that was pretty good. It felt good. I didn't feel anything in my back at all. Max heart rate adjusted all the way up to 200. Let's see. 5 miles, 12:09 pace. Let's see. Still in recovery. That's fine. VO2 max stayed the same. Aerobic training effect was base. That's perfect. That's what we're looking for. Yeah, it felt pretty good. First mile or so was rough mentally, and I was pushing the jogging stroller, so there was a little bit more resistance. But after 14 minutes, about that mark, I was cruising, and then about halfway, we turned around and kind of stopped. I feel like I lost a little bit of momentum there. Felt pretty hard from 2.5 to like 4 miles, and then 4 to 5 felt really good. I just wanted to finish. I think I got to like a 9-minute pace, or maybe just under 9-minute pace there at the end. But overall, it was a great run. Very scenic. It was nice having the kids and Lexi on the e-bike. Hopefully I got some good footage. We can show you that. But we ended up doing 5 miles instead of 4 because it just felt good. So that'll be an 11-mile week, and catch you next week.